channel, thanks for joining me today. I'm really excited about today's video, and it is because I have a whole new set of skincare to show you. This box was kindly gifted to me by StyleKorean. It's in collaboration with Cosrx and it is their new Cica range, the RX grade Cica Pure Fit, the skin calming solution. So inside this box, I'm going to open it up, I'm going to show you the products. I have used them all, not for long at all, so it is literally just a quick unboxing, talking about the products, talking about what they do, how they work, how I've found them on first impressions, because as with any skincare product, you need to give it a while to understand whether it's working for your skin or not. So this is purely just a first impressions video, but I wanted to get into it and show you exactly what's in this box, what products that Cosrx have released in this new Cica range, and what I thought of them initially on my first trial of using them. So first up, thanks very much, huge thanks to StyleKorean for sending me this box, and I was blown away when I opened it and saw how much there was actually in this box. I was just expecting some little samples, I guess, to just give them a quick go and see what it was like, but no, there's lots. So first up, there's a cute little bookmark which says, "A book is a dream that you hold in your hands," and then on the other side it says, "Leave me alone, I need some time to take care of myself." And reading is definitely one of those things that I use for like self-care, like chill out on a night and relax my mind before going to sleep. They've also put in a little door hanger which says, "Leave me alone, I need some time to take care of myself," and it's got Cosrx at the bottom, and I think I'm going to hang that on the bathroom every time I go for a bath to stop the kids disturbing me. There's some little information leaflets, and then we're into the products. So first up, there's this little card which says Cosrx Pure Fit Cica, follow the instructions. Oh, and then when you open it up, it's actually got some little samples of their products. So you've got a Pure Fit Cica cleanser, you've got a Pure Fit Cica serum, and a Pure Fit Cica cream, which I thought was really cool. Really liked that idea. I think I'm going to keep this and maybe pop it into my next giveaway so that one of you guys can also try some of these products, because that's almost like a little 3-step routine, which I think is a great idea. And it does as well on the card tell you a little bit more about some of the products. And before I actually dive into the rest of the box, let me tell you a little bit first about Cica, which is the main ingredient in this product. And with K-Beauty, if you're familiar with K-Beauty or Korean skincare, a lot of their ranges tend to be focused on one main ingredient. And this one is obviously Cica, which is also known as Centella asiatica or tiger grass. You may have known it as tiger grass. And I think the tiger grass one comes from apparently tigers rolling in this leafy green herb, Centella asiatica, when they'd been in a fight and they'd got like wounds that they needed to heal. So it's been used for centuries to treat wounds, and then research did find that it did actually facilitate the healing of incisions and burns. So then it was sort of used for those reasons, and then has now transferred into skincare, and it's brilliant for skincare for loads of different reasons. So it's thought to soothe and repair irritated skin. If you suffer from sensitive skin, it's meant to really help to calm and soothe sensitive skin, but also because of the antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory benefits that are you're thought to gain from Centella asiatica. It's great for acne prone skin or breakouts or anywhere where you're sort of red and irritated, because it just helps to take down that inflammation, help to soothe the redness and the soreness. But it's also packed full of antioxidants, so it's basically meant to also stimulate collagen. So surely that's good for anti-aging, to help to improve your collagen in your skin and boost that collagen. So yeah, it's beneficial for firming, repairing, soothing and tackling breakouts. It's like one of these hero ingredients in my opinion. So that's a little bit about Cica and the background about Cica Centella asiatica. If you're new to that ingredient, like I say, there are tiger grass. There's loads of Centella products out there on the market already. I do have and some Centella products, because when my skin is irritated or sensitized, they're the types of products that I reach for to try and help to soothe and repair my skin. But this particular range really intrigued me because of the fact that it says it's formulated with so much more Cica. So it actually says on the leaflet that it's formulated with 820% more than the pre-existing line that they've already got, which sounds crazy. That's so much more. And so it's basically like an upgraded version of their previous Centella range. So less chatting, more showing. So first up we have a mask. This is the only product that I haven't tried, obviously, because it's not open and I couldn't try it and then like show it to you properly on camera. So this is the Cica Calming True Sheet Mask. Basically just meant to be a soothing face mask, sheet mask, and it's formulated with Centella extracts to calm sensitive skin, and you just put it on for 10 to 20 minutes and then gently pat the essence into your skin. However, the only thing that I will say about this mask is that it does have alcohol in it, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's got eucalyptus leaf oil in it as well. So if you are sensitive to like essential oils, eucalyptus oil, and if you're sensitive to alcohol, this isn't going to be for you, which is a bit disappointing for a sensitive skin range, because lots of people who have sensitive skin are sensitive to fragrance or fragrant components. So it's disappointing that it's in there. Fortunately for me, I don't have any reactions to alcohol or fragrance that I know of, or essential oils. So I will be trying this out, and if you don't already, follow me over on Instagram, because I tend to post about my face mask reviews over there, or click subscribe and join the family over here on YouTube, and this will get reviewed in an upcoming empties video. So that's the first product. Then we'll go through it as in the routine. So we've got a cleanser. There is, how much in here? This is quite big, 150 ml, I want to say. I don't think it tells you on the box. Let's get it out and have a look. So we have 150 ml, so that's YouTube. I really like the aesthetics of this. I know I say this quite a lot about skincare, but this is so minimal. It's just a plain white bottle, just a little touch of green on there, and this is pleasing to me. I don't like all this fancy fluffy packaging, not fluffy obviously, but you know what I mean. It's all like loads of pictures and stuff. I'm really into like plain aesthetics, so this for me would look beautiful on my bathroom shelf. So yeah, love that. So this is 150 ml in here. It's a low pH, so if you are trying to keep your pH level of your skin, which you should be when you're cleansing, close to the normal 5.5, then this is meant to be a low pH cleanser. It's more like a cream cleanser. So I'll just squeeze a little bit out. If you can see there, it's white. It's almost a little bit iridescent, but it doesn't really foam when you rub it in. Apologies for the state of my nails, but you know, cleaning. But yeah, it doesn't really foam. It's almost like just like a gentle cream cleanser, and I found this really nice. It does really strongly smell of eucalyptus though. Again, if you are sensitive to fragrance, then that cleanser's not going to be for you. If your skin is very sensitive, then definitely not one for you. I, however, am lucky that I don't have that issue. When I've got sensitized skin, when I've got breakouts, it's not because of a product generally that I've used. It's not because of a fragrance or an essential oil. So I didn't find it too bad, although it's not my favourite scent. Eucalyptus isn't my favourite scent, but I did find that it left my skin really soft and it didn't strip it at all, and it left it clean and smooth, which is what I want from a cleanser really. And 150 ml, there's loads in there. I love that it's this squeezy tube packaging, because then I can cut it open when I get near the end and use every last bit. So yeah, that's a hit for me, but there are going to be people out there who aren't going to want to use this because it's got eucalyptus leaf oil in it, and that's not going to be for everyone obviously. So that's the first item, that's the cleanser. Then we move on to the toner. The toner is quite possibly the cutest toner I think I've ever seen. It is in this really cute little short squat bottle. Normally, like, you have toners in tall thin bottles, and I don't know why I find this so cute, but I do. And it's just a little plastic bottle of toner. So this is the toner. I think there's 150 ml in here, so again, a really good size toner. And this has 82% Cica in it. 82%, that's insane. So you just apply this evenly around your face. I don't put it on a cotton pad or a reusable bamboo pad. I just pop it into my hands and dab it onto my skin, and I found that that worked fine for me. I found that it was a nice enough toner. Not the most hydrating toner in the world, but I did find it really soothing, and I did enjoy using it. It's definitely a toner I would reach for, especially if I was suffering with really sensitized skin. I think that would be really soothing and calming on the skin. I also used this, which is like a booster product for your skincare, and this is the Cica powder. It came in this cute little box. It's this tiny little pot, and it's got white powder in it, and basically this you can add to a toner or serum. So I added it to my toner because I found that it mixed in easier with the more watery toner. And just put 1 to 2 shakes of this into your toner, mix it in, and then apply it. And I definitely did feel like it did a little bit more. And I think if you really suffering, this is something that I would say for like emergencies, when my skin is really suffering and I need that extra boost of something, then this is what I would grab for. And this has got 10,000 parts per million of Cica, and this tiny little box. So this is like really, really supercharged to help to heal and soothe your skin. So yeah, that's something that I'm going to just keep it in my cupboard. And then when I have an episode where I'm like, I've got to help my skin, I've got to sort it out because it needs repairing, it needs some calming, then this is something that I'm going to grab for and mix it probably with the toner, and maybe do a couple of layers of toner. The toner is definitely watery enough that you could do that if you wanted to do that like a Korean method where they put layer upon layer upon layer of toner. You could definitely do that one with that toner because it's so liquidy and runny. It's a really good toner for that. Next up we have the Cica Serum. So this is 76% centella, and again, just aesthetically pleasing for me. I love these just normal clear pipette bottles, or actually it's like a frosted glass on these ones, kind of like the ordinary. And then this is the serum. I don't want to waste it, but I want to show you guys what it's like. It's quite thick, this serum. Now, I don't mind either way having a really watery serum or a really thick serum. It just depends on the texture once you start to work it into the skin. I put loads on there, like for the size of my hand anyway. But this is really nice texture. Sometimes I find that serums can be, especially thicker ones like that, can be just that bit sticky and tacky. And this just isn't. It just sinks into the skin really well. That hasn't taken me long to sort of rub it into my skin, and it's just left my skin feeling really, I mean, you can see there, it just look, I don't know whether you can tell the difference. You can just see that there's a bit more shine on this one, and it's just sunk in, disappeared. It's not left my skin feeling sticky or tacky like some other serums that I'm not going to name names, but yeah, I don't enjoy that sticky tacky feeling on my skin. So this has just gone to nothing, and my skin just feels super smooth. Not my favourite serum of all times, and I think with something like this I'd need to have really, really irritated skin and then use this over, you know, a week or so to see the difference. But I can see, you know, that the actual texture and things are perfect for me. I just don't know whether it's going to be like as good as some of the other products in the range. I think if you were going to spend your money, not necessarily on the serum, I would go for one of the other products that I'm going to be talking about now. The toner is really nice, and the powder, I think if you just want something that you can put into a product that you've already got, the powder would be a good one. This Cica cream. This is one that I think if you're going to buy something, spend your money on the cream. The cream has 59% Centella asiatica, that's 6,000 parts per million, and I really enjoyed the texture of this. You know, sometimes Cica creams can be a bit, yeah, the texture's not always great. This almost, when it comes out, looks a bit gel-like, and I think with serum and everything underneath, it just feels so nourishing when you've got that irritated skin. It just glides on, it sinks in really well. It doesn't feel too heavy. It doesn't feel like, you know how when you buy a cream that's specifically for you know, like to treat burns or something, it's a bit thick, it's not the nicest. None of these have got any scent. The toner, the serum, the cream, they haven't got any fragrance. They haven't got that strong eucalyptus fragrance. That has just sunk in really well. My skin just feels like really supple, if you know what I mean. You know, like when you've got irritated skin, especially if it's dry and red and sore, it feels tight. This just seems to make it feel more supple again. And I really, really love the texture of that cream. It's light enough that you could use it during the day. I don't like a thick, heavy cream during the day. It's not quite thick enough for me as a nighttime moisturiser, but if, as I did when I tried this out, I put this on and then I just put like a sleep mask on the top, like an overnight sleeping mask for a bit more extra moisture. Like a bit more of an occlusive layer, because this just feels like it sinks in. It's definitely hydrating my skin. It's definitely giving me those soothing benefits that I need from like a Cica cream. Again, doesn't have to just be used on the face. Use it on you know, cuts, on burns, on anything, because the Centella will work on that. So yeah, I really, really like the cream. I think that's one of my favourite products. But my absolute favourite product is this one, which doesn't really fit into the routine. So obviously you would do, if you were doing a daily routine, you would use your cleanser, your toner, your serum, your moisturiser, and then you would supercharge it, your toner or your serum, with the powder. These are Cica pads. So these are pads that are soaked in Cica serum, and they come in this pot. And at first I was a bit like, what am I going to use these for? I'm not really sure where I'm meant to use them. For me, it felt a bit like a face mask, but in a round pad. They are, I'll try and show you. They are like little tiny thin round pads. They are absolutely soaked. There is so much like serum in there. And it just says to leave the pad on your face for 5 to 10 minutes on skin that needs soothing. So I wasn't sure when I was going to use them. And then I did an exfoliating mask, an AHA mask that I haven't done for ages. And when I took that mask off, because when I put the mask on and I could feel it tingling, and I was so nervous that I didn't leave it on for very long. I washed it off and I was just like, my skin feels a bit tender already, and I've only just washed this mask off. I didn't even leave it on for that long. And I put these on my face for 10 minutes. And I cannot explain to you how much they soothed my skin. I was amazed. I was expecting after the mask to have a little bit of redness because my skin, because I haven't used the mask for so long, my skin isn't used to it. So I was a bit apprehensive about what my skin was going to look like afterwards. These just instantly soothed. They are so cool. They're so full of serum that you could leave them on, I reckon, for longer than 10 minutes because they didn't dry out at all. They're super thin. The only problem is that because they're round, they're not the easiest to put in certain areas. So obviously on your cheeks, they were fine. It was a bit awkward, like on my forehead, because I was trying to use them all over because I'd obviously put the mask all over. And then like areas like your chin and your nose, it can be a bit awkward to shape them. But they were amazing, amazing. And if I was going to buy one product out of the range for emergencies, for when my skin really needed that like instant soothing benefits, then it would be these. The Cica pads were definitely my favourite so far out of the range. Like I said, you know, some of these products are going to need a bit longer for me to test and to see how they work, and I really want to wait until my skin is really suffering and try it then and see how it works. But the pads are a huge hit. The cream is definitely a huge hit. I think the powder will be amazing as well. Obviously, it's hard to tell from just a couple of uses, but I don't dislike any of the products at all, and I will happily use them all. Like I say, just be aware that the cleanser and the face mask have got the eucalyptus leaf oil in them. The cleanser especially smells very strongly of eucalyptus, so if it's not my favourite scent, but I can deal with it. You know, it's a nice cleanser, but if you're steering away from fragrance, then they're not going to be for you. I love this range so far. Cosrx are just, I think, getting better and better with their products. The more that I see of them. I haven't tried too many of their products. There are some great ones from Cosrx, and I think this range in particular, using the 7 different components of Centella Asiatica, I think is just a great idea. And if you are someone who suffers with very sensitive skin, I would definitely recommend the toner, the pads, the serum, the cream and the powder. I would avoid the sheet mask and the cleanser. And if you are someone who doesn't have any adverse effects to fragrance or to alcohol, then I would try it all. If you're on a budget and you can't afford to buy everything, get the pads. They're my favourite, definitely my favourite. And stick around. If you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, and I am going to throw these little samples into an upcoming giveaway for someone else to try. So guys, let me know what you think of this range. Have you tried it? Have you tried anything from it? Are you interested in trying anything from it? I'm honestly more impressed than I thought I was going to be. I thought a lot of the products were going to just be a bit meh. I'm actually super impressed with most of them. Like I say, I'm not sure about the face mask, and the cleanser's not my favourite, but definitely looking forward to using the pads again, and the toner and the booster just seem amazing. So well done, Cosrx. I love this. Thank you to StyleKorean for sending them to me. There will be a link to the website. There will be a link to all the products down below. So please use those links if you are interested in going to purchase anything. And they're not affiliate links, I won't get anything for them. Obviously, it's just easy for you guys to use a link then straight to a product rather than having to search for it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Stick around, subscribe, hit that subscribe button and click on the notifications bell. And these products will be in upcoming skincare routines, and they will also be in my empties video, where you'll get then the full review of whether I rate them or slate them in the long term, because with skincare you do need to give it more time. These are just my initial first impressions, but on the whole they're good first impressions. So thanks for joining me today, guys. I'll see you in the next video very soon. Bye.